All right, so I am actually speechless. Marvel Rivals dropped an absolutely insane update on us for Season 9. I'm talking literally, this might as well be Marvel Rivals Part 2 because they're changing so much stuff. Every single hero on the roster has gotten changed in some way, shape, or form. The biggest thing that's changed so far is that every single team up, past, present, and future, is active now in-game, whether you have the team up link or not. We'll use the Incredible Hulk as an example. So the Hulk has 3 different team-ups. He got a new one with Captain America, he has one with Jeff the Shark, and he also has one with Wolverine. So you don't actually even have to have the character on your team. You don't have to have Wolverine on your team to get the Wolverine team-up. You can go to the character selection menu and scroll through the 3 different team-ups and pick which one you want. But when you do have Wolverine on your team, or you do have Captain America on your team, now those team-up abilities become stronger, they deal more damage, and they come back faster. So honestly, this is an absolutely massive change, and games moving forward are just going to be absolutely insane with a million different team-ups happening every single match. It's just going to be absolutely crazy. The second biggest change by far is going to be the changes to the ultimate ability economy. So ultimates have gotten nerfed across the board. There's going to be much more neutral play and much more, I guess, team-up focused abilities, right? So reduced damage to energy conversion from 70% to 55% for Vanguards and Duelists. So Vanguards and Duelists are going to be getting their ultimate abilities way less often. Strategists reduced healing to energy conversion from 75% to 60%, reduced damage to energy conversion from 75% to 55%, just like Vanguards and Duelists. So basically, strategists will get their ultimate abilities faster from healing, and if it's just pure DPS to get their ultimate ability, it'd be the same as Vanguard and Duelists. Obviously, it's not going to shake out like that. So healers will be getting their ultimates faster. The third biggest thing by far is the new region shields for dive characters. So I'll use Angela to explain it because I think it'll be the most simple and straightforward way to do it. So they're reducing Angela's base health from 450 to 350, but they're giving her 200 for region shields. So basically, you'll have the white HP bar at the bottom, but instead of all being white, half of it will be green. Once you take 200 damage and you exit a fight, 5 seconds after you stop taking damage, you'll gain that 200 HP back. So this is for only the dive characters and the characters that are hyper mobile. So we'll just have to see a case-by-case basis of who all that applies to. We'll learn this in the patch notes here in a second. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. I'm not really sure why they're doing this. Maybe so that way they're not as reliant on, you know, Angela doesn't always have to fly back to her team really to make things happen, or maybe to give them a chance to get out without dying or something like that. But it's definitely an interesting mechanic. I'm a little bit concerned on how it's going to be with like Black Panther and Iron Fist and characters like that. I feel like they're going to be like damn near unkillable to a degree, right? They're going to be an absolute nightmare to go against. So hopping into the rest of the patch notes, we have Captain America reduces his base health from 600 to 300, adds 300 region shield. So, you know, he gets half of his HP bar back if he exits a fight for 5 seconds. They remove his team-up anchor of 100 bonus health, so now he goes down from a total of 700 with the anchor to 600. So a little bit of a nerf overall, but really I don't think it's that big of a deal, right? Penny Parker, they remove her team-up ability. This one's pretty much nothing, so she doesn't get the 50 bonus health. It really doesn't matter, honestly. Groot, increase base health from 700 to 850. Remove the team-up anchor of 150 bonus health. So, I mean, this is pretty much, like I said, the team-up anchor, all that stuff is just permanent. It's just base kit anyways, but they just remove the anchor because the whole anchor mechanic concept as a whole is completely done. There will be no more anchor. Everybody's getting their own abilities and stuff like that and changes and made to be base kit, right? So then we have Devil Dinosaur, increases base health from 750 to 850, increase the crit hit damage reduction provided by prehistoric plating passive from 50% to 60%, remove the team-up anchor of 100 bonus health, increase the reduced ultimate energy gain for damaging enemies and healing allies as Devil Dinosaur from 35 to 40%. So I think this one's pretty interesting. I actually seen in the video for some reason Devil Dinosaur has fucking chain guns floating on his back when he's teamed up with the Punisher, so he literally gets miniguns that he can shoot at people. I'm really scared of how he's gonna be because, man, I don't know if we should be giving a dinosaur miniguns, to be honest. Doctor Strange increased base health from 575 to 650, so that's a pretty huge buff. Increased shield value of Shield of the Seraphim from 700 to 850. So they pretty much just undid all the nerfs they've been giving him the past couple of patches. Remove the team-up anchor of 100 bonus health. When Invisible Woman is selected as a team-up partner, Doctor Strange's Shield of the Seraphim will gain an additional 150 for a total of 1,000. Holy shield bot. Doctor Strange is going to be going absolutely sicko mode, spamming his shield nonstop, shutting down ult with his shield entirely. It's actually going to be crazy. Very interesting. He's going to be Yeah, wow, he's good. He's good. So Thor slightly increased the travel distance of an uncharged quick cast of Storm Surge. That's the one where he spins his hammer. He can like fly in and out of fights, right? Increased damage of hammer throw from 45 to 50 on throw, and increase the damage on return from 28 to 25. So that's like what, an additional 10 damage if you hit somebody and recall it and hit them. So that's pretty cool. Increased bonus health provided upon hit from 50 to 75. Reduce base health from 600 to 300. Add 300 regen shield. So again, like Cap, half of his health will come back when he's out of a fight for 500 or 5 seconds. Yeah, 500. Hulk increased heavy blow damage from 40 to 45. So that's actually a pretty big buff. That's what, probably 5 DPS because it's on punch. You know, that's his primary fire. Increase the energy cost of Hulk Smash ultimate ability from 3400 to 3700. So he's getting nerfed in that regard on top of the base kit nerfs to ult economy. Reduce base health from 650 or excuse me. Oh yeah, 650 to 400. Add 300 regen shield. Okay. So that's a little bit of a nerf overall. Total health reduced from 750 to 700. Okay. Then we got the Thing. Increased bonus health cap provided by Stone Haymaker from 100 to 150. So that's actually a pretty big change. Slightly reduce the backswing animation time when using his ultimate ability following a battle blitz or in battle leap. So you can pop his ult fast. So you can dive to somebody faster and pop his ult faster. That's interesting. That's a pretty good one. Slightly increase the vertical detection height of anti-movement zone generated at the end of the Yancey Street charge to prevent launched enemies from unexpectedly being able to use their movement abilities. Okay, so that's kind of like a bug fix, right? It seems like. Deadpool Vanguard increased dual Desert Eagles Vanguard single shot damage from 34 to 36 and from 39 to 40 upgraded. Okay, so those are okay buffs. Deadpool in your area, upgraded Vanguard, increased the damage reduction provided to allies from 20 to 25% and 30 to 35% for, you know, obviously unupgraded and upgraded. Increased base health from 450 to 500, remove the anchor. Okay, yeah, it's okay, right? And then we get to Rogue. I heard this was pretty bad. Somebody was saying she got shot in the back of the head. Reduce the damage reduction provided from the defensive stance from 60% to 55%. Dude, that's not great. Reduce the maximum bonus damage added to Southern Brawl at full energy from 90 to 75. Reduce base health from 650 to 350. Add 225 regen shields. Total health reduced from 650 to 575. Holy shit. I mean, I guess they did make her team up's base kit, so she's dealing more damage. But what? They got her like a glass cannon? Oh, man. I mean, holy shit. She's going to kind of get eaten alive if they focus her down. That's pretty heavy. That's pretty heavy. Those are pretty bad changes. Venom, reduce base health from 675 to 500, add 250 regen shields, remove the team up anchor, total health reduced from 825 to 750. So, I mean, that's a okay nerf. I think it's funny that he gets nerfed. What, that's the exact same amount as Rogue got nerfed, HP-wise, which is, you know, fucking batshit insane. Then we got Psylocke. Increase psionic crossbow single hit base damage from 12 to 13, so that's a buff. Reduce base health from 250 to 150, add 100 regen shields. When Emma Frost is selected as their team up partner, increases the bonus health granted from Psylocke upon hitting an enemy with Wing Shuriken from 10 to 15. When Cloak and Daggers are selected as their team up partners, increase psionic crossbow single hit from 13 to 14. Okay, so those are just buffs across the board. Iron Man reduces spell field damage of a single-handed repulsor blast from 50 to 45. Really, a nerf. Reduce the spell field damage of a dual-handed repulsor blast from 55 to 50. Wow, while armor overdrive is active, reduce the repulsor blast spell field damage. Okay, wow, nerfs across the board for Iron Man. Yeesh. Reduce unibeam armor overdrive damage from 190 per second to 180. Remove team up anchor. Wow. I think they have it out for Iron Man. They just fucking railed him across the board. Strat pool, remove team up anchor. Yeah, nothing. Moving on. Ultron, increase the area healing output of Imperative Firewall from 30 to 35. Nothing really. Increase, Adam Warlock, increase base health from 250 to 275. Okay. Reduce Cosmic Cluster projectile damage from 38 to 35. When Ultron selected as his team-up partner, increase Quantum Magic ammo capacity. Wow, from 15 to 25, so he gets an extra 10 shots. That's not bad. That's not bad. Invisible Woman, increase the healing provided by an outgoing orb projection from 45 to 50, and the healing on the return from 35 to 40. Huh. Remove team-up anchor. White Fox increases Spirit Sanctuary cooldown from 12 seconds to 15 seconds. So that's the one where she provides the immunity for a second or two. Remove Team Up Anchor, 10% healing boost. Upon activating Kumi Hao ultimate ability, increase total health from 1,200 health in her ultimate ability. Holy. Gambit, increase kinetic cards, single hit, healing output from 28 to... Wow, okay, cool. He's going to be a little bit of a better healer. Remove the anchor. Okay. Mantis, remove team up anchor. When Star-Lord is selected as their team up partner, enhance the healing output of healing flower from 10 to 2 point plus what? From 10 plus 2.5% of target's max health to 15 to 3% of the max health. Damn, that shit's complicated. When Adam Warlock is selected as her team up partner, the Nature's Favor passive effect is enhanced after casting Natural Anger, and only when Natural Anger is active, increase her self-healing from 12.5 to 17. Wow, that's actually huge. That's, wow, a godlike mantis, to be honest. Rocket Raccoon increases energy cost of Sia from 4,000 to 4,300. Holy shit. Add distance-based fall-off logic to Sia. Oh, wow, that's actually a huge nerf. Its damage boost and bonus health generation will begin decaying at 8 meters, maxing at 60% reduction at 20 meters. Oh, wow, that's actually kind of crazy. Increases the healing amount of repair mode or passes through an ally from 50 to 55 and removes the anchor. So a little bit better healing. Luna Snow removes the 10% damage boost from number 1 idol. Increase the healing boost from 10% to 20%. Increase the healing boost provided to an attached ally via idol aura 35 to 40%. Remove team up anchor. Okay, good thing no more DPS Luna, hopefully. Thank God. Cloak and Dagger, increase Light Force Dagger direct hit from 12 to 15. Wow, actually. Increase the lingering spell field from 20 to 25. Increase the one-time healing of Veil of Light Force from 45 to 50. Increase Dagger Storm healing output from 45 to 50. Remove Team Up Anchor. Okay, interesting changes for sure. I can't believe they did that to Rocket. They literally snuffed him out. It's really just his ultimate ability, but yeah. I'm a little fine with it, to be honest, because I think there's way too many immortality abilities. And his is essentially just another immortality ability. Black Panther, reduce base health from 275 to 150. 125 regen shields. Deadpool Duelist, remove the anchor, blah, blah. Cyclops, increase the cooldowns of Propulsion Burst and Optic Ascent from 12 to 15 seconds. Okay, that's a nerf. Reduce Optic Blast single hit damage from 25 to 21. Reduce Team Up Anchor. Reduce Ricochet damage from 80 to... Yeah, nerfs across the board. That's no surprise. They were talking about him overperforming. Also, Bloodstone, increase damage from Double Barrel Blaster. Increase Double Barrel Blaster ammo capacity from 8 to 12 shells. When Devil Dinosaur is selected as their Team Up partner, increase Double Barrel Blaster pellet damage from 4.5 to 5. Increase Helix Advanced cooldown from 10 to 11. Okay, nothing really crazy there. Hawkeye, slightly increase the damage scaling of Piercing Arrow while charging. Through the maximum fully charged damage remains unchanged, increasing Piercing Arrow's base projectile speed from 120 to 130, and its maximum projectile speed from 180 to 180. The arrow's moving faster is kind of cool. It makes him less projectile based, I guess, a little bit less skill, but yeah, scaling damage from piercing. Hela increases Night Sword Thorn base damage from 70 to 80. Adjust the damage to fall off starting at 18 meters, reducing to 70% at 30 meters. Starting at 18 meters, reducing to 75% at 35 meters. Okay, interesting. Astral Flock adjustment. Hela can now fly... Ooh! Hela can now fly freely in any direction while in crow form. That is sick. I like that a lot. So she has omnidirectional flight while she's in her crow form for like 2 seconds. Used to be you would just look in a direction and you would have to fly in a straight line, which makes you super predictable because people could just pop your ass as soon as you came out. I think that's a really nice change. That's more along the lines of a quality of life change, but I would consider it a little bit of a buff. Human Torch, shot in the back of the head, remove his team up, anchor boost. Magic, reduce base health from 250 to 150, 125 regen shield, increased her overall health by 25. Daredevil, reduce base health from 300 to 150, add 150 regen shield, remove the anchor. Black Cat, reduce health from 275 to 150, add 125 regen shield, so it's the exact same. Increase maximum fortune cap from 1,000 to 1,200, really, so she can bank more, huh? Increase the odds of securing a high fortune payout when using the Tablet of Destinies. Oh, so that's the gambling add-on where she can get a higher. So basically, she can get more money for gambling. Okay, that's nice. Promoting gambling. Good job, NetEase. Moon Knight increases Crescent Dart damage from 23 to 25. Increase the energy cost of Hand of Khonshu ability from 28 to 3,100, which is kind of nice. I felt like he could... Dude, he would just spam the shit out of his ultimate ability. He'd get it like every 3 seconds. I think it was insane, to be honest. But I'm wondering how slow it's going to be now that there's the, nerfs across the board for the ultimate economy. The Punisher reduced adjudication damage per hit from 20 to 19. Okay. Reduced damage for deliverance from 10 to 8.5. That's good. His shotgun was way too strong, bro. World Breaker, Hulk, total chump. Total chump. I just walk up to him, 3-pump him. Boom, boom, boom. He's done. He's back to regular Hulk. See you later, chump. Out of my game. When Daredevil is selected as a hit as his team-up partner, adjudication single hit damage by 1. Deliverance single hit damage from 0.5. By 0.5. Okay, so I mean, fucking, he can just select Daredevil as his partner and it doesn't fucking matter. That's great. Every Punisher is going to select Daredevil as his partner. Whatever. Phoenix increases in Song Inferno ultimate ability. Explosion damage from 140 to 150. Remove team up anchor. Her ultimate is like, okay, I guess it's more like a seal the deal type ultimate ability. Scarlet Witch Dark Seal can now cast while Mystic Projection is active. Though doing so prematurely will cancel the Mystic Projection. Okay, yeah, obviously. Star-Lord, remove 25 bonus health gained from the Stellar Shift. That's his flip. Reduces base health from 250 to 150. Add 100 of regen shield. Storm, increase Windblade base damage from 50 to 60, or 55 to 60, and they remove the anchor. And that is it for the patch notes. I tried to go through those as fast as humanly possible, but holy... Is this it's just an entirely new game at the end of the day. It really is. I'm absolutely shocked. I took the day off work on Friday because I am so shocked about how literally everything's changing. 40 heroes out of 51 heroes are being changed in some way, shape, or form. Absolutely crazy. All 51 heroes are being changed when it comes to team ups and things like that. But these tweaks are 41 of the heroes. Like, holy, there's a lot going on. Never mind the fact that we're getting Jubilee in just a new character on Friday. New skins, a new map. Absolutely insane. Thanks for Marvel Rivals. I absolutely love this game. This is what I expect from a live service game. Constant changes. So let me know what you guys think about these changes. Let me know if you guys think any of these are really bad or you're scared about some of these changes. I'll say it. I'll be the first one to say it. I guess I won't be the first one to say it. They shot Rogue in the back of the head. I'm not sure why. They old yellered her ass and took her out back and plugged her. Yeah, I guess we'll have to see on Friday. But that does it for this one. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, that good stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next one.